New details this morning about the Navy SEAL killed in an ISIS attack in Iraq. 31-year-old Charlie Keating IV was killed advising Kurdish forces. He was reportedly engaged to be married in November. Margaret Brennan is at the White House with the questions over the U.S. role in the combat zone. Margaret, good morning.
Good morning. Well, Charlie, for President Obama, this Navy SEAL's death is a painful reminder of the risk that comes from his decision to put American troops back on the ground in Iraq, a country he had vowed to bring them home from. Navy SEAL Charles Keating IV was the grandson of Charles Keating, Jr., who was best known for his role in the savings and loan scandal in the late 1980s. Keating grew up in Arizona, where he was a star athlete on his high school track team before becoming a Navy SEAL.
He was a tremendous athlete, a tremendous person, joyful kid.
The death of Keating, about 2 miles from the front line in the war against ISIS, shows just how close Americans are to the fight. And it calls into question the Obama administration's claim that the 5,000 troops in Iraq are not serving in a combat role.
Our men and women on the ground in Iraq do not have a combat mission, but they do have a dangerous mission.
Defense Secretary Ash Carter explained their role to Charlie Rose.
We have boots on the ground in Iraq, and so what are they doing? They are training Iraqi forces. They are assisting Iraqi forces.
But they're also engaged in search and destroy, to go out and seek out ISIL.
They absolutely are.
Keating is the third U.S. service member to die in that country in the fight against ISIS. Special Forces operator Joshua Wheeler was killed in a raid at an ISIS-run prison in October. Marine artilleryman Lewis Carden died in March when ISIS fired rockets into a U.S. base outside Mosul. And America's role is expanding. Last month, 250 troops deployed to Syria and another 200 to Iraq. Some even fire artillery alongside local fighters. Jim Jeffrey, President Obama's former ambassador to Iraq, said denying that U.S. forces are actually fighting is just political spin on a failed strategy.
This is a misleading, dishonest portrayal of what we're actually doing. It doesn't show the American people how deeply involved we are, as we should be, in the fight against ISIS.
Meanwhile, the commander-in-chief of Iraq's armed forces, Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi, is also dealing with a political crisis that threatens to destabilize Baghdad. Gail, the White House insists that his government is strong and the U.S. still supports him.
All right. Thank you very much, Margaret.